Side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the 39, Smith. He finds his man, complete. That's Young. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. He finds his man, complete. That's Young. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, Smith. And it's intercepted at the goal line. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Ready. And middle.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
If he's their best threat on offense, you should make the one cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They got him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. They're coming to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
40 got.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 39, Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see.
a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Seahawks, they finished the regular season with another win. They're 15th against just 2 losses. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for L.A., they will bottom out as the loss gives them a finishing mark of just 2-15. And you have to figure that this is a team that will look a whole lot different come training camp next July.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They tried to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she...
On a gorgeous late summer afternoon, it's time for football from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. Two teams here fresh off week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Into the air right away is Allen. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The Bills at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Here's Hallett. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a short field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Hall to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They'll go again with Hall. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Well, this defense for the Bills, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Wilson now to throw on third down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
On second and very short, Wilson. A quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Wilson on the keeper, and he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
This time, Wilson will throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the gun, it's Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes. The DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for the sack. Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Allen. Flush to his right. And right side, Henry's got it. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. offense ready to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's got room. Derrick Henry all alone. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Bottom line, when you play one of these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Pressure comes and Wilson's going to go down. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And if you're wondering how quick a quarterback's decision-making needs to be, a next-gen stat says that play took all of 2.8 seconds from beginning to end. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He completes it to Henry. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
I don't care what level of football you play. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along, and hope someone would come free.
Allen now on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game. And
ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. Let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. That pass complete to Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Ready, ready.
Now Wilson on 1st down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On second down, a run with Hall. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Jets are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Henry up the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
On first down, Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. Touchdown! Elijah Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is up to 8. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now a first carry for their fullback. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Second and 6, just inside the 30. Running from the gun with Henry. And some space here. Derrick Henry all alone. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bills have cut the lead back down to 2. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
A third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Paul want to give up the middle, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Wilson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bilsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They're both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Inside handoff, Henry. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
56, 56. Alert, alert, alert.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down.
Hey, tight.
Here's Allen to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Back now in Buffalo. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This for a fourth quarter lead. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills have taken the lead here in the fourth. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The 71 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. On first down, right back to Hall. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A handoff for Hall. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run with Hall. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Hall again. And down to the 36-yard line here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here's a give to Hall. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
They'll run with Hall. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a third time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think it's a fantastic idea. Cheers. Big play coming now for the Jets as they'll set up to go for 2. Wilson going to throw for it. Complete at the 1. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return for the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Wow, 185 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. A give to Henry. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Again, it's Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now a second down and 6. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on third. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and it'll be a Buffalo first down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. A shotgun handoff to Henry. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Allen. He dumps it off for Henry. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect. Methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
He's going to let it fly. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Boy, backs up against the wall, Charles, and they come through with a phenomenal drive to take the lead in the final moments.
Championship effort right there. Marching almost the length of the field, coming through on their final opportunity to earn the win. I think they'll remember this one for a long time, and their fans will too.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.